Okay, so for this part of the lesson, you're gonna need, when I call your table a newspaper, you're gonna need a Kleenex so that you can wipe off your pinky. And then each table is gonna get a plate of pink and blue. So you're gonna start with one of them. Now, if you notice, my stems didn't go all the way to the top. But you want at least some of your bluebonnets to go all the way to the top. So you're gonna have to make sure and pay attention to that. So what I found before is people do these teeny tiny little bluebonnets, and it just looks kind of funny because when you see them out on the side of the road, they're actually pretty tall. So you're gonna dip your finger in one of the paints, and remember, we're sharing. So you wanna make sure that you are, you know, obviously being respectful of your neighbors. Now, the bluebonnets, they grow up, right? They don't grow out. They grow up. And so almost kind of like corn on the cob, but obviously not the same color. And so what I'm doing is, and you do kind of have to hold down the corners of your paper when you're doing certain parts because your finger will kind of pick up the paper. So here I've got the blue, and I can bring it down. Like if I want it to look like it's bigger, I can actually overlap some of my stems, and that's totally perfectly okay. And when I think I'm done, I'm good, okay? Now, so you can do two things. So I did blue here. I could also do a couple more blue, so that way I don't have to wipe off my finger, or I can just wipe off my finger, and then I can go to a pink and add a pink bonnet. So notice I'm not like smudging my finger. I'm literally just making fingerprints, but I have to kind of think about holding that paper down too, because for some reason when your finger hits the paper, it actually picks up the corners. And you want to make it nice and full too. Okay, so then I can go to the next one, whatever color I want to do. Now notice when I'm doing it, I'm just doing like the pad of my finger. So I'm just gently touching it, and it's going to make little circles. That's okay. That's what you want. You don't want big giant circles. And that's really the only finger that you want to use is your pinky, because it's the smallest. When you're done, your paper and your newspaper are going to go on the dry rack. Your plates, once everybody at your table is done, your plate is going to go actually in the trash with the paint on it, and you may wash your hands.